And go live. Awesome. All right, great. We're now streaming on Twitch and YouTube. So if you're a dedicated tuber and Twitcher, go ahead and report to duty. Thank you so very much. I'm going to be writing accommodations for all of you later this year. Okay, with that being said, guys, thank you so much for being here on this lovely Tuesday, because you could be anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me and I appreciate you. All right, if you haven't already sent your daily heart me, by all means, go ahead and do so. Hey, Mac. All right, also, guys, let's go ahead and knock out the What's Up. All right, doing so helps gets us on the FYP, helps us stay there. That way I can continue to have these conversations with these Trump supporters. Now, with that being said, all right, for the mic fund, Malika, thank you for the $1 for the mic fund. I appreciate you, babes. All right, this microphone is really expensive. So I need another one. Okay, I think I need a new soundboard. We're gonna call it the soundboard fund because the mic is awesome. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for being here. Let me see here. That was so funny. I need you all to be active participants. Make sure you're tapping the screen, sharing the live. Let's keep doing all super static. I don't know what to do about that. Hold on one moment, guys. Make sure this is up. Okay, this is up as it should be. Oh, I can hear the static now, but some people are saying that it's super staticky, so I don't know what to tell them because they're saying that it is really staticky. Let's move this out the way. Let's see if that's better. Oh God, Alexa, stop! Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. All right, there we go. Anywho, guys, let's go ahead and get this party started. All right, there's one person that was in the invite. They're still here, so I invited them back up. Let's see what we got here. And guys, just remember, do all the good things. I appreciate each and every last one of you. Person with a black emoji as a username. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
No, but why you be on Trump dick so bad?
I'm sorry, what?
Why you be on Trump dick so bad every day?
No, why you be on your daddies?
My daddies.
Why you be on your daddies?
The 138 people laughed at that shit.
The fuck? The fuck you come asking those types of questions for? You said you didn't even vote for. Did you even vote?
I ain't vote for Trump, but we can all see the better option.
Who did you vote for?
Who was the better option? Who was the better option?
Who'd you
I ain't
vote for?
They both ass.
Nah, nigga, I like asking questions the same. I can do this.
I said I ain't vote. You must be deaf or something.
You didn't vote for anyone? Of course you did. Because you're a piece of shit. Black man, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. Goodbye. Nigga didn't even vote. What you coming up here for? Like, what do you want? You didn't even vote, my guy. I be so fucking for real. Anywho, guys, keep tapping that screen, sharing the live, keep doing all of the good things. All right. And if you voted for Donald Trump, stop being a pussy in the chat and request up. Like the Cottonmouth MAGA. I saw you earlier in the request. I know you were gonna unable to exercise any type of patience. So look at you having a pair. I appreciate you. All right. Hey, Cottonmouth, how are you tonight?
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
You're a little staticky, I gotta tell you.
I know shit, Sherlock. I already know that.
You gotta stop getting your equipment from the dollar store.
A Shure mic is from the dollar store. You can't even afford this. You're too poor to be racist. Stop it.
I don't even know what that is because I work for a living.
You're too poor to be racist.
Okay.
So, anywho, do you actually want to have a conversation about how you've been duped, or did you just come up here to try to be funny?
I can't hear you.
You're not doing well.
Your equipment is terrible.
You can hear me. You can hear me.
I don't know. There's a static going on.
You can hear me. You can hear me. It's cool.
You think if I drop and come back up, it'll stop?
I doubt it. You can hear me though because you're responding, stupid.
All right. So I'll try this. So you say MAGA has been duped. Did you vote for Kamala Harris?
This isn't question and answer time for me. It's question and answer time for you.
Oh no, right? I have no.
So I'm going to ask you the question.
I don't owe you any explanations.
Do you think
I don't owe you any explanations?
Then what the fuck are you here for? You requested up. Like, what are you here for?
I came to
ask you. When you coming to ask me a question? This is my juke joint. I ask the questions around here.
Don't you feel duped by the Democrat Party?
Around here. No, I do not. Don't you feel duped by Donald Trump? You were duped to thinking that a billionaire actually cared about you.
Well, whatever, but he's president. But
you were duped into thinking that a billionaire cared about you. You've been duped into thinking that there would be no new wars. You've been duped into thinking that a billionaire would cut your benefits for some taxes. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Sir, you've been duped. But I bet you can't have a conversation about it. I bet you can't have a conversation about it.
I
I
asked
took
you
you
a
off mute.
question.
Hey,
Why
hey,
don't
hey,
you
hey, hey,
answer?
hey, 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 now.
All right,
Hey,
you
now.
asked
Hey,
me.
hey, now.
To me,
Listen,
and then I'll
you're gonna
ask
nope,
you.
nope. If you can't exercise impulse control, then how are we gonna be able to do this? Let me finish my sentence, please. Thank
Okay.
you. So, with that being said, if you are unable to have a conversation about the current administration, then by all means you can leave. I won't
Why
even play
should
the
we talk
skedaddle
about the
noise on
current
you.
administration?
However, I wasn't
Why
finished
can't you
talking.
guys
So
talk
there's
about your
that.
own party?
There's that.
Why are
There's
you
that. You know why we can't?
Trump's
Because the
name?
people need to be aware of
You
what's
are a
going on.
grifter. You're
And in
making
current
money
events,
off
Donald
Trump's
Trump
name.
is
I
currently
think
the
you should
president.
pay
So
Trump
there's
money.
that. Look at you. Look at
You should pay
you.
Trump
Oh,
money.
I've got to
You
update
should.
this too. 149.
You should pay Trump for
My
grifting
guy,
off his
we
name.
all pay Trump money. If we're all paying our taxes, guess what? We're all
Right.
paying Trump
Oh, that's
money.
going
Doesn't
right
he
to
get
Trump,
a salary?
right?
Isn't he a public servant?
No, actually, he gave
Right,
up
you're
his
so
salary.
silly.
He volunteered his salary.
No,
so.
he did not volunteer
Okay.
his salary
Did
this
Biden
this
and
term.
Kamala
That was his first
volunteer their
term, and
salary?
they only were able to account for
But what is it?
$400,000.
What is it that the Democrats are going to
Wait,
offer
do we
us?
have those new stickers?
What is the Democrats going to offer us except bash Trump, orange man bad?
Oh,
What
you
is
do
it that
have
you
those new
guys got to
stickers.
offer us?
Hey guys, look
Except
at this new
protecting
sticker here.
illegal
If you're a
aliens,
sub, look at the new sticker.
Putting men in women's bathrooms.
Look at the
putting men in
Biden
women's
did it
sports.
sticker.
I would like to know.
Oh my gosh, you're saying so much without saying nothing at all.
Answer my question.
Like, stop yelling into your phone, buddy. Stop yelling
I'd
into your
like-
phone.
I'd
I know
like
your
you to answer
sister.
a question.
I know your uncle is looking at you funny.
The
Like,
Democrat
stop
to
doing
answer
that.
a question, please.
Stop doing that. You're yelling,
Please
and I
answer
literally
a
don't
question
understand what it is you're
without
saying.
using the word
Can you
Trump.
stop yelling, sir?
I'm not.
Please?
I'm not yelling.
You are yelling.
I'm not.
Chat,
I'm
is
not
this
yelling.
man yelling?
I'm sorry you have your ASMR thing going
Chat,
on.
is
where
this
everything's
guy
echoing.
yelling? I feel
Okay,
like
do you
you're
want
yelling.
me to do you want me to talk like this? Is this
I
better?
really need you to lower your voice because you're yelling for no
Okay,
reason
but I would
whatsoever.
like one Democrat
Yeah.
to answer my
Why
question.
do Democrats have to prove anything to you?
Well, why
You
do
should be paying Democrats.
constantly go up here and bash
You should
MAGA
be-
and
You
Trump
should be
when
paying
you
Democrats.
have nothing to offer me?
You should
Why
be
should
paying
I vote?
Democrats.
Why should I vote for Democrats?
Now,
Why
what we
should
have
I
to
vote for
offer is called the
Democrats?
truth. It's
Really, the truth.
Because you think okay, I bet as a
Okay.
Trump supporter, all right,
Mhm.
tell us one policy of Trump that you
No,
don't agree
wait a
with.
minute. Stop talking
ahead, do
about
it, do
Trump
it.
for 1
No,
second.
do it. Do it.
Well, number one, he secured the
it.
borders. There were zero
I
crossings.
said one you
illegally.
don't agree with,
Right.
sir.
But listen, what don't
There
I
weren't
agree with?
zero
I
crossings
don't-
in the
I
month of
don't-
June, by the way.
I don't agree with some of Trump's
There were
immigration policies.
6,100.
Listen, I'm answering you.
Yeah,
I'm answering your question. I
Well,
don't
you're
agree
lying
with
to my
a lot of
chat.
Trump's policies. I don't agree with his immigration policy because he's not deporting enough illegal aliens out of this country. We have millions and millions of illegals. He needs to deport them by the thousands daily.
That's
He's
all
not
you
doing
need.
that. But what is the Democrat Party going to offer me? Did you know that Democrat Party policy puts illegals over Americans? And how about Democrat Party policy puts criminals over police officers? They defund the police. What is so
What's
sexy
defund the
about
police mean?
Democrat
What does
Party?
defund the police mean?
I don't know. You guys are the ones that were
Bruh,
saying it.
if they
You
say they
guys-
put
how about
criminals
taking
over
money
the
away from
police, then you have to
taking
literally
money
tell
away
us
from
what defund
police
the police
departments.
means.
Taking money away from police departments and giving them to social programs and giving them to psychiatrists. So instead of cops showing up and settling a violent situation, they want to
That's
send
not
a
it.
social worker there.
That's not
That's
it.
defunding the police. And what
That's not
is it about the Democrat Party
really-
that is so sexy? Tell me,
Are you
please.
gonna
I'm
breathe?
dying to know.
Are you gonna
I'm
breathe?
dying to know because
Are you
all you
gonna breathe?
leftists and all you liberals keep talking about Trump, 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 but we're not hearing what you're actually going to do for America.
But are you gonna breathe? Are you gonna take a moment to just inhale and exhale?
I'm waiting for you. I'll wait
Is that
for
what
your
you're gonna
answer.
do?
I'll wait.
Okay.
I'll mute myself. Go
So
ahead.
you're wrong in regards to defunding the police. All right, it's not to take it to social programs. What it wants police officers to actually invest in programs to give them better training when it comes to dealing with people with mental and behavioral issues. That's what they want to do. They do also want to have social workers go with police to certain types of calls. No one would ask a social worker to go to a call about an armed robbery. That is stupid. All right. It's like stupid as your way of thinking is, and I say that in all
You're
kindness.
defunding
All right,
the
now,
police.
here we
No
go.
police.
Here we go. I let you talk. You wouldn't let. You gotta let me talk
But
too.
you're
I know
not
you're
making
not
any
used to letting a
sense,
woman
so.
finish. I know that you're not used to letting a woman finish. You haven't in years. But come on, let me finish. Come on, let me get mine like you got yours. Oh, he ran. Not the skedaddle noise. All right, guys, keep tapping that screen, sharing the live. Let's keep doing all of the good things. All right, aren't we off to a lovely start? Are we not off to a lovely start, guys? I mean, what is with these people? They are something else. All right, guys, keep tapping that screen, sharing the live. Let's keep doing all of the good things. Oh, thank you for the cake. All right, and only request up if you voted for Donald Trump. Only request up if you voted for Donald Trump. Thank you so very much. All right, I think it was PSK. Did you vote for Trump?
I did not, but I support him now.
You did not? Who did you vote for?
Unfortunately, this election, I was in the process of moving, so I couldn't vote. I had moved from California to South Carolina, and I had lost the ability to mail vote in California and didn't get registered in time to vote in South Carolina. So
Anywho, okay, so with that being said, all right, you said that you didn't vote, you didn't have to. I absolutely think that's BS. But with
hold
that
on,
being
why?
said, because like as an adult, certain things you take care of to ensure that you are able to exercise your civic duty. Now,
Yeah,
even if you would have voted for Donald Trump, it would be what it
California
was.
automatically enrolled you to vote when you move there, and I only lived there for 2 years. So South Carolina dropped me from their voting registration because I was registered in another state. And so when I went to vote, I couldn't vote. So I'd
What you
moved.
do is you research before, and that's
Well, I
literally
wasn't really
California
given.
can't automatically enroll you to
Yeah, they
vote
do.
because how does California know that you're there
When you
unless
get a driver's
update
license
something?
there.
Yeah, and guess what you do when you get a driver's license? You select whether or not you want to.
No, it was automatic voter
It's not
registration.
automatic. It's not how
It
that
is too.
happens.
Do you live in
Okay,
California?
sure. Anywho, nope, but I know that's not how it happens.
Maybe
Anywho,
you don't.
moving on. All right, you didn't vote. All right, but it sounds like you supported Donald Trump during the last presidential election.
I would have voted if the Democrats had offered a better candidate than Kamala Harris.
So what we're about to do is we're about to talk about Kamala, is what we're about to do?
No, I said I would have probably voted Democratic if they had offered.
Okay, I don't know why you mentioned that non sequitur because the background says MAGA, you've been duped. All right,
Yeah.
You've been duped. And the only reason why you're standing up here is because you're a Trump supporter.
Okay.
All right, and your intention was to vote for Donald Trump. But per the storytell that you told us, you didn't get the chance to because you weren't registered in your new state. Okay, we get it, whatever. All right. But for you, you have been duped. You've been duped into thinking that a billionaire cares about you. You've been duped into thinking that a child predator would actually release another child's predator's client list. You've also been duped into thinking that a man who tried to get rid of the ACA in his first term wouldn't cut benefits for everyday American citizens. That's how you've been duped. You've been duped in thinking that this man was going to somehow, some way magically bring down prices. Yet we see that the cost of living, the cost of goods, the cost of groceries, all are going up. Inflation is even up. So there's that. You just simply been duped. All right. Also, guys, we have a new duped sticker. If you don't see it, it means you're not a sub. But if you are a subscriber, go ahead and drop that new duped sticker for us, please. Thank you. Appreciate you all. All right. So, PSK, what do you have to say to that? Do you think that you haven't been duped?
No, I don't think that's accurate.
Why
just
is
because
that?
I feel like the hysteria around the tariffs, for example, is just a fear tactic. I honestly feel that as a lifelong Democrat, which I have been, always voted Democrat since the time I was eligible to vote, it's like if I didn't fall in line and think exactly how Democrats want me to think, then I am an outcast, an exile, a racist, every name that could be thrown at me, just when I could disagree on a policy point or say something along the lines like, housing should be over the environment, or maybe we should take care of our own people before we let in millions of immigrants. And that, it's just the dogma of the Democratic Party. And again, we can go back to
taking care of our own people. That's actually a good point that you just made. Taking care of our own people. Did you hear about Donald Trump taking $1 million worth of food that was meant for USAID, but he actually took it and he just burnt it instead of, let's say, giving it to homeless veterans or even homeless children? Instead of doing that, he took it and he burnt 800,000 pounds of food.
Was the food past its expiration date?
It was not past it. It was approaching its expiration date.
It was approaching its expiration date.
Yep.
So,
and in the United States, we all know that food is still good after its expiration date. So people actually could have had 500 tons. Thank you so much, Malik. It was 500 tons. So food is still good. You can Google that part if you want to.
It's perfect. So we can start there.
So sorry. Your phone went out. What did you say?
I just said that no human is perfect. No administration is perfect.
But
yeah.
You literally just said that we should care about our own before caring about immigrants. Instead of if we're caring about letting people in here. But the thing is that we have homeless veterans who are hungry. We have children who are going to bed hungry. All right. Yet Donald Trump had all of this food that he could have dispersed across the nation to repurpose it. And that's what he did instead. He burned it. He don't care about Americans.
I think that's sinful, to waste food. I'll give you that one. I'll agree with you on that point, that wasting food is wrong and immoral. So I don't know all the facts of how he came to that decision, or whoever was responsible for distributing the food came to that decision. But I have seen instances where food has been given to homeless shelters and they've done similar things, just throwing it in the trash can. So
your personal anecdotes don't really mean anything here, but thanks for sharing, bro. Now, with that being said, you say care about the people, care about Americans. Yeah. However, the U.S., during the amount of money that we're able to give to Israel helps Israel actually allow their kids to go to school for free. And not only that, they get free health care over in Israel. Yet Americans are going into medical debt by the thousands over here. How is that caring about United States citizens?
I think those are two separate things that we have.
Yeah.
We have a profit-driven healthcare system here, and we would need to reform it to have universal coverage, which isn't something I disagree with. I think the argument is that if it were economically feasible, if we canceled some of the other programs, maybe not giving so much money to USAID or other programs, we would have the availability to pay for everyone's healthcare. But we've been suffering through with the Biden administration and lack of housing expenses that are out of control, and food costs that are going up because we're deflating our currency to pay for all of those items. Yes, this is true. Yeah, we're printing money.
We're not deflating our currency.
Inflating, I apologize.
Okay, that's what we're trying to do, but the value of the dollar has actually gone down, especially since Donald Trump has come into office. Have you noticed that?
The purchasing power of food expense has gone down or up?
No, literally the value of the dollar has gone down, and also inflation has been going up.
From an exchange rate perspective?
Yeah.
From an exchange rate perspective with other currencies, is that what you're saying?
Exactly, yes. The dollar doesn't hold as much weight as it once did.
Okay. I haven't looked into that particularly. I'm just not into exports right now. So I've seen like the euro to the US dollar, it's like $1.12 for a euro. Then if you're saying we're paying more for living expenses, I have seen the price of gas and eggs go down within the United States.
Yeah. but
so
the
much
price of
wrong.
apparel is up, the price of metals is up, the price of appliances is up.
And
What else
that's
is up?
fair.
So
That's
all
fair.
these things are still going up, all right? But we're
Yeah,
talking
but
about
there's
just
two
eggs.
perspectives on that as well. That
How? What's the other
so
perspective?
we're importing those goods. So we're giving other countries access to our markets at the expense of the American business owner. So, and the American worker. So if we make our own goods here in the United States and our own products here in the United States, that opens up business ownership opportunities for American people to be able to create wealth within our country. If you've had to throughout since it is too, since
No,
the
it's not.
one
The
second.
reason, no, I don't feel like it. All right. The
Okay.
reason why it doesn't work that way, PSK, is simply because of the way that Trump is going about doing it. All right. He can't have it both ways. He can't say he wants to do all of these trade deals, all right, on goods that are actually coming into the U.S. and then turn around and say that he wants to bring back manufacturing to the U.S. Because what's happening is that his tariff war that he's raging all across the world is actually hurting American small businesses. Many small businesses
What
have
type?
actually had
Drop
to close.
shipment businesses?
Does it
Like,
matter what type of
it
business?
does.
Any
It
company,
does.
it's a small business that is bringing in imports from another country that has to buy from other countries in order to support their business. All
So
right. I am not going to, no, hold on one moment. I
Okay.
am not going to do this whole thing where you try to get into the minutia of it because you know a little bit about a subject. All right. The grander picture here on a macro level is that since February, when Donald Trump, especially since April, to be honest, when he did Liberation Day, since then, many small businesses have closed. Many of our news sources have done profiles and reports on this. All right. So it is impacting people. Also, another thing, PSK, is that we know that it is a slow leg and that Donald Trump, again, can't have it both ways. You can't wage a trade war with the rest of the world, but then say you want to bring manufacturing back here to the United States, but you haven't done anything to actually do so. All right. He hasn't done anything to put any policies in place to actually rebuild our infrastructure, our manufacturing infrastructure. He
Can we
hasn't
work
done that.
through one example? Just one quick example.
Sure. And then we can go over Japan.
Yeah. So I needed to add a new garage door to my garage during the pandemic when we had supply chain issues. None of these garage doors were manufactured in the United States. So it was a 27-week waiting period to get a garage door. And so I had to drive to Georgia and take a garage door off of someone's house that was listed on Craigslist and take a used garage door to put on my house because China was not shipping us garage doors. So that one
this
product,
was like in April, wasn't it? Was it like about in April?
I told you I only lived in California for 2 years. I moved there and
this
then
was
I
for you in
moved back.
California?
This was before I moved to California. This was in 2022 when Biden was still president. And we were having supply chain issues.
I don't actually.
You don't remember supply chain issues?
Hold on. Are you blaming the supply chain issues on Joe Biden?
No, I'm blaming the supply chain issue on the fact that we don't manufacture hard goods, durable goods in the United States that we need to consume. And it hurts our economy. When the world's down and out, we shouldn't have to wait 2 weeks for a shipment to come from China to support ourselves. We should be there to support the world with our own manufacturing, with our own products.
Yeah,
and when it works with our geography. We have the intercoastal waterways, the Mississippi River, where we are able to distribute goods within almost the entirety of the continent, including the Great Lakes.
You can have all the waterways you want to have if you don't have the actual infrastructure to do it, and we don't. And you're acting like this is something that's going to happen overnight. Donald Trump hasn't even mentioned one thing about actually rebuilding the manufacturing infrastructure
in the
here
Small
in the United
Business
States.
Administration, there's also financing for business owners to expand manufacturing loans and loans that are government guaranteed to help businesses get back into manufacturing. And so
what are the name of some of those? I would like to know.
You can go to the Small Business Administration website and it's listed right there. You can go through all at the bottom. It should have all the manufacturing loans and it should talk about all of this. So it's a great time in America to start a new business. It is to start an apparel company.
Yeah, no. Start an apparel company. Okay, so where are they going to get the necessary materials?
Transformers.
Where are they going to get the necessary materials to actually produce the shirts?
Cotton.
So the cotton, the polyester, the rayon, the nylon. Let's do that. All right, where are they going to get the dyes to actually dye the shirts? Or is everything, yes, textiles, Dr. Still, where are they going to get that? Like, where are they going to get all of this? I just want to know. I really want to know. Right? Because we import that stuff. So go ahead.
That's true too. I give that to
you. Are you ready to pay $25 for a regular Hanes white t-shirt?
Not ideally, but with automation, you probably will not have to. So
with automation. So what you want to do is you want to bring manufacturing here back to the United States. Yeah. All right. And you want them to pay for fancy machines and expensive computers and whatnot to do the job, but you don't want actual Americans to have jobs? I'm so confused.
No, they would be business owners.
So everyone's going to be a business owner? If everyone's a business owner, where's the competitiveness at? I'm so confused.
May I ask?
No.
Are you a business owner?
Business. Yeah, I own my own business.
Okay,
so
and I own a business.
America, LLC.
Yeah, and I own a business. So being a business owner in the United States is not a rare thing.
No, shit is not a rare thing. My thing is, if everyone is a business owner, who is working the jobs?
Well,
who is manning the machines?
People that are gaining experience to be their own business owners.
Who are the truck drivers?
Who are
the accountants?
I think you're going a little far. Well, lawyers and accountants also own their own businesses.
I'm just like, not all of them. Some of them actually work for law firms.
Or
some
corporations.
Of them work for accounting agencies.
Yeah, so or corporations, but many of them do own their own businesses.
Yeah, that many of them do crap, not going to work here. All right. I just really want to know, like, everyone is a business owner. Who's the person that's ringing people up? Who's the person that is taking people's orders? Who's the person that's sweeping the floor? Who's the person that's driving the delivery car? Like, what is everybody else doing? What are we doing if everybody is a small business owner? Then, like, where's the competition in that?
Usually,
all right, why would I buy a shirt from you if I have 330 other people I can buy a shirt from?
So
and one of y'all gonna be cheaper.
And hopefully it would be younger people gaining experience, moving up the economic ladder to become business owners.
This is definitely fan fiction. But in your ideal world, sure. Yeah, but let's get this back on track from the fan fiction. With Donald Trump, again, he can't have it both ways, all right? And the reason why I say that is because he was serious about bringing manufacturing here to the United States, bruh, we would be seeing companies break ground on infrastructure. He wouldn't be focused on tariffs. They're not.
Yes, they are.
All right, please don't name the Taiwan Semiconductor Company because we already know that they were here during Biden.
Also in Georgia, there's a huge Korean battery manufacturer. In Raleigh, North Carolina, they're opening a Vietnamese car manufacturer. So these are just American.
Have they broke ground?
Yes, they've broken ground. It's one of the largest construction sites on the East Coast. And in addition to that, it's called, I think it's Ventec is the name of the company. And it's outside of Raleigh. And it's SK Batteries that's in Commerce, Georgia. And so it's not just Americans having to start up and do the heavy lifting. It's also international companies locating their manufacturing base in the US and bringing billions of dollars in that way. It's working.
It's not working.
It is.
You see that inflation is higher. You do know that tariffs are a slow lag, right? They're inflationary and we don't see the effects overnight. All right.
And
let's see it a few months later.
Make the decision to start their manufacturing in the United States. BMW has a manufacturing, Hyundai has manufacturing for automobiles. They all build these cars in the United States to avoid tariffs. So
No.
they do. You
So
can check it out.
let's talk about tariffs, by the way. All right. So I want to play, it's not necessarily a game. I just want to see what you do know. All right. And what you understand about
We'll
tariffs.
see what we know together.
Okay, fantastic. So with that being said, when it comes to tariffs, what is a tariff, PSK?
It's a government-imposed surcharge on products not manufactured in that economic zone.
You really like to try to be the smartest person in the room. You literally could just say it's a tax on imported goods. Everybody would know what you mean. Like it's just literally a tax on import goods. All right, when it comes down to it, PSK, who pays the tariff?
The consumer of the product eventually will pay the tariff.
Exactly. All right, now let's get a little bit more specific.
There. The consumer, they would also have the freedom of choice to choose products that weren't subject to the tariff.
We can't choose products that aren't subject to the tariff.
Yes, you can.
That means you would try to buy American made, which isn't the case, because typically what happens, and we saw this right before the pandemic and during the pandemic, that American companies were price gouging. What they decided to do is they decided to match energy. They said today's price is not yesterday's price. All right. We can even look at the Kroger CEO who said that they purposely inflated the cost of their goods. All right. So if the Chinese product, the Chinese made product, I should say, is being imported and it has a tariff on it. All right. And what ends up happening is that's going to cost me $20. All right. And then the American product is going to cost me 21, but the American product would cost me 15, but I've been buying the Chinese product and it's always worked for me. Americans are very much so creatures of habit. The only thing that Americans will change up is their car insurance. That's it. Other than that,
is there in this scenario that we're exploring?
If you allow me to finish asking my questions, then we can explore it.
Okay. I thought you were done. I'm sorry.
All right. So with Donald Trump, all right, and his tariff war that he is raging on, news broke today that he reached a deal with Japan. And instead of charging a 25% tariff, they have agreed to a 15% tariff. So all goods coming in from the country of Japan to the United States will be charged a 15% tariff. Okay. With that being said, do you know what the tariff on Chinese goods was on certain Chinese goods? You could I say the average. We'll go average. Do you know what the average tariff was on Chinese goods back in 2017?
No, I don't.
You don't? All right. I'll let you know. It's about 2%. Do you know what the tariff was on, the average tariff was on Japanese goods in 2024?
In Japanese, or you just said Chinese?
Not Chinese. I meant Japanese.
Okay, it was 2% on Chinese, and then
no, 2%. Well, actually, it was on Chinese goods. In 2017, it was about 3%, but I meant Japanese, which was about 2%.
Yeah.
In 2024, what was it on Japanese goods? Average.
I have no idea.
About 2%.
So
2025 is now 15%. Who's going to pay that extra? Uh, 13%.
So
that's awful. That is exactly. That is awful negotiating. You can look it up, Jonathan. Read a fucking book. I gotta attitude today. You know, I just read a book. All right, go ahead, PSK. What were you asking?
I just don't see the problem with protecting our economy. That, in my mind, we don't have to support the entire world economies. Yeah, we don't have to
support
would you rather maximum employment for US workers or maximum employments for another country? It's like that at our expense.
That's not happening though. What are you talking about? It's not happening.
Yeah. No, but if we have these policies that we've worked under for the last multiple generations, that's essentially what's been occurring, that we've been eroding our economic base to benefit other countries. And
Like who?
it's, I mean, we could go through the whole list. China is at the top of that list, that they've been deflating their currency to make products artificially cheaper, to disadvantage American companies.
Yeah, like there should be regulations on the Chinese in regards to taking like intellectual property. I do believe in that. So
Yeah.
I do think that should be a thing. But you mentioned that we were basically taking money from the US and improving other countries. I'm trying to see where you were going with that.
I mean, there's other examples of that we can look at the Philippines. We can look at trade deals that we've had with Europe, Mexico, Canada. You can look at all of these and say, was this
Mexico and Canada?
Yes.
Really?
We can even talk about
Are
them.
you familiar with what free trade is?
Yeah, we had a free trade agreement, but
Yeah, we did. We had a free
it's
trade
gone.
agreement. No,
But
why is it gone though?
because Donald Trump got rid of it.
Who came up with it?
Bill Clinton, from my understanding.
That's a goddamn lie.
Okay, then
You're
let's
thinking
go
of
there.
NAFTA, which expired.
Yeah.
The USMCA, the United States Mexico trade agreement, that agreement. All right. I'm gonna ask you again. Who came up with that? Who put that on the table?
Was it Donald Trump?
Yes, it was Donald Trump. And
Yeah.
guess what Donald Trump called it? He called it a bad deal. Said, who did this? Who would do this deal? Him. He would do this deal. He keep duping y'all. Duped? Jesus Christ. Like that's what the man is doing.
Yeah. Well, I just don't think he's all evil. Like I said, I never voted for him. I voted for Biden. I honestly thought the Democrats in March of 2024 should have had an open primary. They should have been honest with the American people and said, hey, you guys, Biden's not up for the job. And that's just my viewpoint. That's why I was not motivated to register to vote.
No one actually cares because that's baloney.
What's baloney?
Full baloney. It's baloney.
That
It's baloney
Biden,
saying that they should have ran a primary. I mean, this isn't the first time that this has ever happened. We did this before in 1968 with Hubert Humphrey. Like this isn't the first time that a presidential candidate has dropped out of the race. It's not. And guess what? The sitting president has dropped out.
Do you think that Biden had, just honestly, had the mental faculties to be president for 4 more years?
A whole hell of a lot better than Donald Trump.
Okay,
and with that being said, do you even understand how the Democratic National Convention actually works, what the delegates are?
Yes, I've participated, I've watched it. It's nauseating.
So Kamala Harris, in order to have someone run against her in the primaries, wouldn't she have to have someone step up and say, hey, I want to run against her?
Yeah, but they didn't do a handoff. They didn't
They did. It was
one
candidate. It was another woman.
A devastating loss in Biden-Trump debate, they did then. But the whole thing was they were like, there's no health issues. There's no health issues. Biden gets on stage for a debate, does terribly. And then they're like, oh, now you're going to vote for Kamala. There's no independent thought. There's no, okay, let's see what she's actually done and accomplished. And she's more accomplished than I am. Like, you know, done a lot more with her life.
More accomplished than a lot of people are.
Yeah, and that's fair. That's a fair statement. But it doesn't mean that you're going to convince the entire American public to vote for her. And that was just a poor strategic decision by the Democrats. That's all it was. And
yeah, I don't agree with you. The only thing I would say about their thing is that literally what ended up happening here is that Kamala Harris ran a pretty good campaign. Could the messaging been a bit better? Yes, I do think that they could have did better on that front, gotten out more and talked to like everyday Americans. I do think that. However, she still ran a pretty good campaign. With that being said, the reason why Kamala Harris wasn't selected Literally, Malik, none whatsoever. The reason why is simply because, I mean, she didn't have a penis. She wasn't a man. That's it. She wasn't a
She
man,
still
and
got a
also she
lot of
won't white.
votes, and she got a lot farther than a lot of people have ever gotten. And
She
so
had 107 days to run. She raised more money than Donald Trump did, even with the backing of Elon Musk.
but if Biden had been honest in March of 2024 and said, I'm not up for it, y'all.
What about, why do you say being honest? Who said anything about him actually being up for it? Biden actually did make a promise that he broke. All right.
Yeah.
And I can agree with that. He made a promise. He said that he was only going to be a one-term president. All right. However, I think with him still seeing that Donald Trump had such a hold on certain demographics, that Joe Biden may have thought, I can't say firmly, but Joe Biden may have thought that he would have been the best candidate to run. Was that a bit hubris of him to have? Yeah, pretty much. All right. However, it has nothing to do in regards to honesty, because I think that's a lot hypocritical of you to talk about honesty when we're dealing with Donald Trump here, the same man who lied categorically, and it was tracked over 30,000 times in his first term. So there's that. All right. You voted for a liar, but you didn't vote for Kamala because her former boss lied. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
No, I didn't vote for Kamala because I felt like she was being thrust upon us.
Kamala. I know you heard me pronounce
Kamala.
it. It's Kamala. Kamala.
Yeah, I didn't vote for her because I felt like she was being forced upon us. And I wasn't
I feel
enthused.
like Donald Trump has been forced upon us.
I wasn't enthused, but I did when
I wasn't enthused either with him.
When Donald Trump was shot in Pennsylvania, or shot at and hit in the air. Any rational American knew at that moment when he got up that he was going to be the president of the United States. That the optics of it, even if some people believe in conspiracy theories that say he cut his ear or whatever, but if so, it was the best political move in history.
I don't care. I'm saying it. He faked
He outplayed y'all. He outplayed the Democratic Party. Yeah, he outplayed the Democratic Party, and the Democrats said it was the end of our democracy. The sky is falling, chicken little, and none of that has come to fruition.
That is part of the fake assassination attempt on Donald Trump. Is that an innocent person was murdered.
Who orchestrated this so-called fake assassination?
I said allegedly. I think it was.
You think?
I think it was. So that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. So anywho, Donald Trump wasn't actually shot. He likely cut his ear, because I just want to know where the chunk of ear is missing from. Like, can somebody please show us Donald Trump's ear?
Yeah.
Like, please, like, show us where the wound is. Show us the piece of ear that is missing. Anywho, move on to something, because I'm kind of tired of talking about your feelings. No one cares about your feelings. I'm serious. I don't care about your feelings. You can ask the chat. They know I don't care about your feelings.
That's okay. It's been a pleasure talking to you. I'm actually going to go on with my evening, and thank you for having a civil debate and helping me.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't. I really don't. It's always about their feelings with them. It's like they never can actually stick to the actual point at hand. It always goes into, well, what about Biden and Kamala did this? Like, bruh, shut up. No one cares. No one cares. Just go. Just go. All right. Goodbye. All right, guys. Keep tapping the screen, sharing the live. Let's keep doing all of the good things. All right. I know y'all think that Black women's labor is free. And you know what? I don't understand why. I just know you think that, but it's not. We still have $149 left in our daily donation goal. Pay links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo. All right. Also, I do have a Zelle, everythingwitherica9@gmail.com. I appreciate you all so very much. And with that being said, let's keep being active participants. Hello. All right. Keep tapping the screen, sharing the live. Let's keep doing all of the good things. And if you voted for Donald Trump, by all means, get in the paint. That's what I'm going to start calling it. Get in the paint. Oh my God, someone sent the dancing bear and I missed it. Thank you for the dancing bear. I appreciate it. All right, get in the box is what I'm gonna call it. That's what I wanted to say. Get in the box. All right, stop being scared and just get up in the box so that we can have a conversation. All right. I'm not necessarily the nicest today, but we can still talk. We can still talk. All right, what is this that we have here? Oh, it's the boy, John. That's who that is. Okay, it's him again. John, go on mute. I'll be with you in just a second. Hey, Unc, how are you?
All right. I was just letting you know
Yes, sir.
that there was a delay in your print, so I got you a bigger print. I got it today.
Awesome. Thank you. What size is it, if you don't mind? You said bigger. I got excited.
It's 20 by 20.
Oh, wow. All right, that might actually encourage me to get the streaming room together. I can use that as a background.
Mm-hmm. So make sure that I have your address. I think you texted it to me already, but
Yes, sir.
I just don't do it first thing in the morning.
Okay, will do. I'll send you a late night text. Tell that lady not to get upset, okay? I'm just sending the address so I can get my print. That's it.
Have no fear. Elmo Sapphire is here.
All right. I know that's what's up.
I'm gonna let you do what you do.
All right. I appreciate you, Unc. Thank you.
All right.
Awesome. Oh, fudge sickles. I'm gonna have to do that. Somebody get Liv. I should have told Unc to get Liv. I need him to do things so I can do something. Good grief. Okay. All right.